Welcome back to News 3 Today. Legacy and innovation framing the future of our culture. That's this year's theme for the Savannah Black Heritage Festival. Now in its 35th year, the month-long event promises to bring cultural education and exposure to the performing and visual arts, as well as historical gems and entertainment. I got that straight from your press release.
You did so good.
Amanda Hollowell is the coordinator or co-coordinator of this year's event. She joins us now with more. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. You did so well.
Listen, we were talking during the break. This year's itinerary is so aggressive but so much for people to do and get involved in. Let's talk about the theme before we get into what we can expect.
Yeah, so the theme essentially is we're thinking about like the contributions that African Americans have made to mathematics, to science, to health, and we really wanted to honor that, and so we really wanted to center the theme. If you guys see the poster has just a collection of folks who are innovators. We even featured some of our local folks like Chef Joe Randall.
Molly Music, I saw him on there.
Molly Music, trailblazers who are from here locally that we really also want to acknowledge. I think it's very important, especially with the erasure or the change of history, to really make sure that we're always getting credit and always acknowledging those folks who are contributing to our culture.
And your theme goes hand in hand with your goal, of
Correct.
course.
Correct. So we even have a really great speaking engagement with the grandson of Henrietta Lacks. And so I'm very excited about that one. I want to make sure I'm available that day. It's at St. Philip AME Church. And we are even working with the Smithsonian, where they're going to actually do a Hometown Treasures and really teach you how to preserve your legacy through your photographs and maybe memorabilia or artifacts that you have in your home.
Now, when we talk about highlights, I mean, those are big highlights, but one of the biggest highlights is Grand Festival Day. Let's talk about that.
It is, and we're slowly making a comeback, y'all. We will get back to our our large grand sale, but this year we have, of course, our marketplace and vendors from 1 to 6, and then this year we're moving into the theater for our youth talent performances, some local performers, and then a named celebrity act that I can't name at this time. Yes,
Can you give us a hint?
Soon.
Okay.
Great voice.
Okay. Now, let's talk about the evolution of the festival, because this started as just a one-day event, and now February 1st to February 25th.
Correct. And it's just lovely to be able to provide that kind of assortment of free entertainment for folks and education. I think some people are like, well, we just love Grand Festival Day. Well, that's great, but there's speakers, there's authors, there's all kind of ways that you can get engaged that speak to everyone. And so that's what we really want to preserve and keep going in these 35 years of the festival.
And that's the thing, that you want a diverse audience, to come and attend these diverse events, because African Americans, we're not a monolith.
Correct. Our history, African American history, is American history.
Yes.
And we all should immerse ourselves and learn about it as much as we can.
So let's tell people when they can expect things, because you start off February 1st.
Correct.
And that starts with Freedom Day?
Freedom Day at Savannah State University, which honors Dr. Wright. And so that has been a long-standing tradition. And so you can go there, you can find out the information, or go to their Facebook page, I believe, to get a little bit more information about that event. And then we just go right into it and just start rolling.
And you don't stop.
We don't stop.
Okay, so real quick, let's get in the sponsors, because this has always been an event that the City of Savannah and Savannah State University have come together to put on.
Correct. It's presented by Savannah State University with an investment by the City of Savannah.
Okay.
And we always appreciate that investment. We know that budget cuts are real. We know that times get tough or tougher, and we always appreciate that the city still believes in the festival and thinks it's important to invest in it.
And best of all, for people who don't have to pay, it's free.
Exactly.
And that's why.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So we're just really trying to promote that. Of course, at any point in time, anyone can make a donation through our PayPal link, because we also still have to fundraise on our own, unlike other festivals. But again, the free is because the city cares about the investment. It's because we care about the community, and we want to make this accessible for everyone.
All right, Amanda Hollowell, I will see you at several of these events.
Yes, you will.
Can't promise you that I'll make all of them. It's very ambitious, as I said.
I know. We'll just try to see you at Jazz.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
There we go.
All right. And stay with us. We'll be right back.